Hello everybody, welcome back to the AlexCloud2275 stream. Hope you're all doing well this fine day. I'm doing good, ready and raring to give you another fantastic episode of Final Fantasy XVI for my gaming pleasure and your viewing pleasure. I do ask that you do any likes, follows, comments or subscribes that you may wish or want to do now or in the future. For now, however, we are just gonna... there's double flame breath there. Oh yeah, that's been rolled. And that's what we have left. Alright, no, that's fair. That was rolled. That's fair. Let's roll the dice to decide which one I'm playing with today. What is my poison? But yeah, just gonna continue with some more side questing for the Final Fantasy 16. Hope you guys all enjoy, whether you're watching it on Twitch, whether somehow you're catching me live and just looking, or you're watching on the YouTube. We rolled a 4. Alright, let's roll. No, we want to go this way. We're going to cross the bridge. Alright, let's go, team.
Good. They haven't broken camp yet. How did Doris come to know a slaver, I wonder?
We've waited long enough. She's not coming. Ready the bearers. We're leaving.
Back to civilization, is it, Mom?
With all haste, lest any of you lackwits start talking like these feckless bumpkins. I presume your men are ready. We've suffered too many delays as it is. Any more and I'll be docking your pay.
Yes, Mom.
Oh, but before you go, it appears we have company. Kill him.
You're welcome to try.
Brutal.
So much for your escort.
You'll forgive me for not avenging my men. I'm not the swordswoman I used to be. I surrender. Do with me as you wish, Cid the Outlaw.
Cid.
Ah, Doris. I take it you're not here to rescue me from our brooding renegade? You know, I always wondered where you'd vanished to. But casting your lot with this criminal of all people...
Better fighting for a cause than killing for coin. I'm sorry, Cid. I should have told you sooner. This woman, my former master, once trained bearer children to be weapons in service of the highest bidder. She raised me like a daughter, and I did terrible things to earn her favor.
It wasn't all terrible. Surely. We had our fun, too. You were always so eager to learn, and had such clever hands. All my other children took either to the blade or to the books. Always either or. But you proved yourself a master of both. That's why I kept you for my own. How about it, my little dagger? Care to swear that blade to me again?
I never swore my blade to you, nor will I ever. I fight for a higher cause, to liberate the bearers of this world. Farewell, Master. Thank you for making me the weapon I am.
You always were a righteous child. Perhaps that's the reason I loved you so.
What do you want to do with her?
I am not the killer she wanted me to be. Not anymore. And she no longer has friends in high places. The Dame does, though. Her connections at the Imperial Court will see that justice is done.
All right. If you're certain.
I am. And thank you for everything. Now, I better let these bearers know that they're safe.
And I should head back to the hideaway and put Cole's mind at ease.
Don't go there now, though. Okay.
Welcome back, Sid. Doris's message just arrived. I hear you saved more bearers from being smuggled across the border.
With any luck, they'll be joining us in the hideaway shortly. Oh, and your letter. You don't need to worry about Doris anymore.
I'd been hoping as much. She mentioned one or two things in her report. So the slaver we'd been chasing all these months was her former master. Wish I'd known. She's been arrested, by the way, over in Sandbreak. Went quietly, or so we're told. And she won't be getting off lightly. The Empire may have no love for bearers, but it's none too fond of black market traders either. Can't have been easy for Doris.
I'm sure it wasn't. But don't worry. She'll be all right.
I hope so. Suppose you should know, eh? You had quite the past yourself before you came here, or so I understand. Anyway, thanks again, Sid. The Cursebreakers would be lost without Doris. And you, of course.
Keep up the good work, Cole.
Woohoo! Self-determination. New missive in 5 chambers.
We will find what we seek in Ash, and learn the truth of Ultima's origins.
Alright. I am certain there needs to be a switch up here. Because we have gouge there. And it's the third appearances I want to roll for. Cool. Where were we? There we are, 4. Coming back. In black.
The stew's awfully thin these days.
Let's read the missive.
I will not forget this kindness, my lord. I shall go to his meeting, but as soon as the rebuilding work is...
Yeah. Martha's Rest. Oh, that's my owl. The Sense Solaces. The courage to fight. What happened in Eastpool with the Bears and the Guardians has been a long time coming, and I'm proud that it could finally happen here in Rosaria. The Duchy of old may be no more, but Archduke Elwin's dream still burns in the hearts of many, and though it is the victories such as these that the fire will spread, it is only the beginning, Clive, but a fine beginning it is. Martha. Okay. Fine, let's deliver that to the Phoenix, and we've got new hunt board stuff. If it's on the way to what I'm doing, I'll take it. If it's not, I won't. About Nectar's adventures.
Through Orcish lands.
Alright. Ooh. Orcs, pandemonium. Alright, the few souls who were able to escape from Ash before the skies changed to the pandemonium. The King Orc who led his fellow beastmen in the revolt against Luegiu through his rebellion, though his rebellion was swiftly crushed by King Barnabas's armies. Many of the orcs now roam the Twins, setting their appetites on human flesh. Bearer's markings suggest he still commands his forces. Okay. So that's roaming of the Twins. Okay. Fair enough. Let's keep an eye out for him then. It doesn't even tell me where he is, so we'll figure that out when that comes to it.
Yotei, I brought back all the stone and water I could find. Will this be enough?
One of the varieties of flora capable of resisting high concentrations of ether. This herb is most often found in and around aether floods, where the fauna that would feast on its nutritious roots often fall prey to the Ashic cushions if they don't turn themselves.
Yes, my lord. Thank you. I'm sure it will serve us until we can find another source.
I'm very glad to hear it.
You and His Grace are very much alike, you know. You think only of how you might help others, and never of the danger to yourselves.
No more than you have minding my brother. You've risked a lot for him, and I thank you for it.
I am honored that you should say so. But I beg you, my lord, do not give too much of yourself for the sake of others. We could not afford to lose you.
I'll keep that in mind.
Phoenix, heal thyself. Magic ash and meteorite.
You and your brother really are alike, my lord. Though selflessness is a virtue, I beg you, please take more care of yourselves.
Yeah, that'll be the closest one. There's a whole thing here? No, I didn't know. Looks like just a little off cavern too. Alright. Basic birds. Not the thing. I wanted to check this. Yeah, so we have Thunderstorm and Judgment Bolt. Pile drive and Judgment Bolt on there. Okay. Oh wow, that's completely flooded.
The people of Armor might not have been the friendliest sorts, but they didn't deserve this. Not that the Aether cares. It springs up wherever it likes. Nowadays that seems to be all over. Mind how you go, Sid. There's a Kashik about.
Damn it. The whole village has turned.
Alright, let's get ready. Missed that dodge. Alright, come on, big boy.
This one. Over here! Two down, one to go.
All right. Sorry about that long pause, guys. Laptop was making loud noise, so we turned laptop off. Alright.
Take that, you naughty thief! And that! Stop it, Renz! It's dangerous!
Labor, what do you want?
Clive! To what do I owe the pleasure? I just wanted to see how the town's been faring since you brought everyone together. Since we brought everyone together? All is absolutely wonderful. Conrad and Natalie's hands remain safely away from each other's throats and firmly at the helm. Our stores are full, and the bandits still too disorganized to raid them. Just as the good Lady Jane and Lord Underhill intended.
Are you a lord? Lubor's going to be one too. They're going to make him the Lord of Dalimil, because of how he stopped all the grown-ups from fighting.
It's the mayor of Dalimil, dear child, and the vote hasn't taken place just yet. But if the people wish me to lead them, I shall. And my first act will be to build a school so that menaces like you two learn not to interrupt your elders. Speaking of menaces, there may be a rather worrying one just over the horizon. May there indeed. I'm afraid the example Conrad and Natalie set in putting aside their differences and presenting a united front might have caught the bandits' attention. And they might have elected to take a similar approach. They have formed what one could call a League of Outlaws. and they grow more organized by the day.
We'll fight them all off just like last time, no matter how many of them there are. Won't we, Lubor?
Of course we will. If we continue to work together, we can overcome any challenge we choose to face. The longer we avoid facing this one, the more difficult it will be, until the only way to overcome it might be to run for the hills. Our best hope is to nip these efforts at organization in the bud, by finding those ne'er-do-wells who have yet to join the cause, and ensuring that they never do. Perhaps a certain Lord Underhill might be willing to lend us his aid once more? How could I refuse? Thank you, my lord. Victor will fill you in on the particulars. I have him stationed by the desert gate, receiving and collating reports from my scouts. Such an amenable soul. He reminds me of you. I'll go and speak with him.
What's the difference between a lord and a mayor? That's easy. One of them swings a sword, the other forges them.
Victor has been collating reports on the bandits' encampments. You'll find him by the desert gate. I'm sure if he has anything to ask of you, it will be simple enough.
Alright, desert gate it is. And we have a shop. And Duty Undying is there too. And the north gate's closed off. Alright, so I've got to go through the south. Uh-huh, okay. And then I've got Bocklad as well.
A league of outlaws.
Sounds like we have some competition.
Like naught you've seen
Mustard
before.
and mandrakes.
If there's one thing we've learned over...
My customers can't seem to get enough of these balms. Perhaps my fool of an apprentice wasn't so foolish after all.
Everyone's back to normal now.
Took my livelihood with it. No work here for a miner anymore.
What about the town watch? Swinging a sword can't be too different from swinging a pick.
That shop's still shut up good.
Those damned blackguards took all my best pieces. Just my luck that we were robbed by connoisseurs.
We need someone who could bring the whole town together. Further, maybe?
Are you forgetting about Lubor? He was the one who convinced Conrad and Natalie to join forces.
He might actually just win that election.
Good day, my lord. Here you are.
Let's go 155.
Thank you kindly.
102.
Pleasure trading with you.
384.
Thank you kindly. An excellent choice.
That should be everything.
Gilbert, take this crystal. It's no more use than the bearer I sold to buy it. Ah, well, can always buy another. And at least I don't have to feed it.
This town would not be here were it not for Drake's Fang. The The inn and the baths were established to serve those working the mines, you see. Now that the Mother Crystal is no more, fewer and fewer travelers are making their way here. Should our youth begin to leave for pastures new as well, Dalimil may not be much longer for this world.
I always thought it was the blessing I'd miss if the Fang fell, not the miners.
Yes. You could always count on them not knowing the price of anything.
I still can't quite believe it. Lord Kupka, gone.
And all his men with him. Our best customers.
When the Fang fell, it took my livelihood with it.
If there's one thing we've learned over the past few moons...
Mustard and mandrake,
Fresh
saffron and
silks from the
sage.
Kanda caravan. Like naught you've seen.
We may have bloodied the bandits' noses, Sid, but it seems we have not yet broken their spirit. Victor is helping us to keep track of their movements.
Sure about this? The desert's a dangerous place. You'd be safer in a caravan. And slower. But my bird can outrun any beast or brigand.
Let's chat, Victor.
Still in Dalimil, Victor.
Ah, Sid.
I thought you'd have returned to Cosnis by now.
I did. Then I came back. I've developed something of a fondness for the place. And having worked so hard to see it saved from one fate, it would seem remiss to abandon it to another. A sentiment Master Lubor certainly isn't shy about exploiting. Hence my doing his bidding yet again.
You're not the only one.
What does he want you to do?
He asked for my aid in putting down the bandits. And he said that you might be able to help me find them.
Then you've come at just the right time. I was on my way to speak with Conrad about how to organize our forces. There are more camps in the vicinity than we can safely strike at once. But we must strike together, and we must strike soon at as many camps as we can. We can't give this league of theirs time to rally its forces.
All right. Which camp shall I take?
There's one upriver. Just out there, across the dunes.
Leave it with me.
The camp is in the desert to the north of here. You know what to do.
Cool. Go north and go to even weirder science.
If those ne'er-do-wells want to band together, let them.
Anyway, I switched my icons to 1. Overkill.
This one.
Have care.
Too slow. That must be the camp Victor mentioned.
We make this quick.
Quiet. That's him! The one who killed Locke and Fingers! Take his head off! Shiva!
Woohoo! Enemy slain!
I'd better let Victor know.
Sid, where are you? Ah, I see the bandits didn't pose you any trouble.
No, but that's not why you're here, is it?
No. Something's happened. We need you back in Dalimil.
What is it?
The whole town's in uproar. They're saying that Lubor is a bearer.
What?
Seems that one of our parties wasn't as thorough as they should have been. They let one of the bandits escape, and his escape route took him right through Dalimil. Some of the children spotted him, and he was about to silence them. And when Lubor felled him with a bolt of magic, and without a crystal.
But that's not possible.
It is, if he's a bearer and has been hiding it all these years, which is what people are saying. If he has, well, I wouldn't blame him. No man is branded by choice. Still, all those people see is a man who's lied to them all his life. One who was made a leader of himself when the world believed he should have been a slave.
Fuck.
I don't know where we go from here, but I know one thing. Lubor needs all the friends he can get right now.
You're right. And now everyone knows. I made it a habit to keep a crystal close at hand for just such an occasion. And when that occasion arose, I forgot to reach for it. Well, it was bound to come out sooner or later.
We're sorry, Lubor. We tried to keep running, but we just couldn't anymore.
There's nothing to be sorry for. I rather enjoyed playing the hero for once. All that matters to me is that you two are safe.
Look at him talking to his betters like it's nothing.
All lies, I'll wager. Just like the ones he fed us all these years.
Once people make up their minds, it's hard to change them. We need to do something, and quickly. Convince the people not to let their prejudices blind them. Convince them that nothing has changed. That their enemy lies outside these walls, not within them.
You're right. We should speak to everyone.
I'm glad you agree. I'll handle the townsfolk. I'm a Dalmec born and bred. They listen to me. You head to the tavern. Make Conrad and Natalie remember who Lubor really is. They know that Lubor and I are friends. I might not make for the most impartial of interlocutors. Lord Underhill of Randalar's League of Merchants, however, is a trusted and impartial mediator of note.
I'll do what I can. Lubor, stay here with the children. I can't promise anything, but we'll try. And that is all I can ask of you.
I mean, Lubor being a bearer makes sense.
The bastard's been lying to us for as long as we've known him.
Can you believe we were going to make him mayor? He would have been the ruin of us all.
I think we'd better shut up shop for today. Give people one less thing to throw at him.
Sounds like something's happening in the square.
I wonder what.
Those damned blackguards took all my best pieces.
Alright, well. Let's check upstairs, see if there's any extra dialogue upstairs, and then we'll circle back round.
Gilbert, take this crystal. It's no more use than the bearer I sold to bite.
I heard it was Sid the Outlaw and track the Fang. But if that's true, it would mean he was the one who killed Lord Kupka too. Can you believe it? The mighty Titan, bested by some common criminal.
Why do they always have to make such a fuss outside? It's driving away our customers.
Why are you taking the bearer's side, Victor? Are you one too?
You know I'm not. Just listen.
What do you mean, don't jump to conclusions? He cast a spell without a crystal. What other conclusion is there?
He knew all along that he was playing us for fools.
And we fell for it. We followed him. A bearer.
Forgive me for disturbing you, but could I have a moment of your time?
I've seen your face before.
As have I. Lord Underhill, wasn't it? Of the League of Merchants.
That's right. I wanted to speak to you about Lubor.
The rumors that he's a bearer. All true, I'm afraid.
He'll never be mayor now. Not if I have anything to do with it.
But what of his wares? Bearer or no, his steel is highly valued throughout the Republic. In this at least he's done the town a service. Might that not earn him a little leniency?
Leniency? He pretended to be one of us when he was laughing behind our backs all the while.
I'm sorry, my lord, but he lied to us. He lied to you. He cannot be trusted.
So what do you propose? Will you drive him from his home? Close his forge?
Perhaps. That is a question for the people of Dalimil, and they will thank you not to get involved.
The townsfolk have made their minds up. There was nothing I could do.
Nor I. Conrad and Natalie refused to consider anything but their own wounded pride.
You never know. Once their anger is cooled, they might see things differently. For now, we should report back to Lubor.
All right.
Why do they always have to make such a fuss outside? It's driving away our customers.
Why the hell would Victor take the bearer's side?
For a share in Lubor's ill-gotten gil, perhaps?
What do you mean, don't jump to conclusions? He cast a spell with...
Lubor has been lying to us from the beginning. How can we trust him?
You may have your business interests to consider, my lord, but do not think you can sway us with your honeyed words.
Yep, that's a very Game of Thrones thing.
Go on, Sid. No sense stalling. Lubor needs to know the truth.
I don't care if Lubor's a bearer. He's still Lubor, isn't he? The man with the sword was going to kill us, but then Lubor shot magic at him. It was amazing.
Why didn't he tell us?
In exchange for one great sword forged to the specifications, whoever Red Rooster Trading will pay the sum of 1,000 gil, no less than 8 hands and length, weight, pommel, briary, clung inlay, serrated edge suited for cutting bone.
I assume the situation is hopeless?
There's still hope. But
perhaps not in this lifetime, I think it's fair to say.
You mustn't think like that, Lubor. Give them time. They'll come around. We'll talk some sense into them in the end, you'll see.
No, you won't. And your efforts would be better spent elsewhere.
But Lubor...
Rosina would often tell me that steel does not lie, that a blade is a reflection of the smith who forged it. To yourself be true, that was her point. Rather an ironic one when you consider that her life was taken with a blade of her own making. But I do not doubt that she was always true to herself and what she believed in, right to the end. And so must I be. I must do what I know to be right, no matter what others might think of me. And now, I know what that is. I must embrace my new role of villain so that the people of Dalimil have something to unite against. For only united can they hope to stand against the threat that awaits them. I'll need to make a suitably dramatic exit, of course.
Don't go, Lubor. You're the only one who was ever kind to us. We'll be all alone. Again.
Trust me, little ones. It is for the best that I go. Not only for the town, but for you, too.
How could it possibly be for the best? These children need you. The least you can do is give the townspeople a chance to change their minds.
They would not take it, Victor. It's over.
Over, you say? And so just like that, you're going to throw this town and these children to the wolves? I thought you were better than this. But it seems you had me fooled as well.
Victor.
Forget it. Do what you will.
You sure you're making the right choice, Lubor?
Of those available to me, I believe it's the best one. Yes. Ah, but where are my manners? Here. Your reward for clearing out that bandit camp. Right then. I have packing to do.
If there's anything I can do. Anything.
I'll bear it in mind. Thank you.
Lines in the sand.
I'm going to go with him. Why is everyone being mean to Lubor? He didn't do anything wrong.
Why didn't he tell us?
If you're going to try and convince me to stay, save your breath. I will not put those children at risk.
Why the hell would Victor take the bearer's side?
Lord Furder has ordered us to keep tracking the bandits' movements, according to Master Lubor's wishes. Though he may not have told us the full truth, Lubor's never given us any reason to doubt him.
None of the stalls were plundered this time, thanks, Peter Gilbert. How did your men fare? Any wounded?
The only thing wounded was our pride. We swore never to let a bandit set foot in this town again, and we failed.
Right, let's go. Underground.
Come on. Run like the wind. Whoa.
Let's go, team.
Quiet. Be safe.
Onwards. Oh, are you up, not down? Ah. Okay, you are up, not down. Alright. Change places. Alright, we'll pick up in the next stream then. With this next one. I thought it was going to be like a straight run through, but no, we're doing it this way. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Do any likes, follows, comments, and subscribes that you may wish or want to do. As a goodbye treat, we will kill these doggies. Because, you know, such a treat. Brutal. Catch you in the next one.